How's everybody doing today? It's Sunday, July 19th, 2026. I just want to give an update. Haven't made a video in a while. I had a bad, ugly stage. Not too bad, but I didn't want to show my tank. It's getting a whole lot better. Tank's been cycled for 2.5 months. Things are looking good. Things are growing great. Just give you a little update. So I do have my lights dialed in, the Orphic Atlantic. I do have my hang on the back skimmer dialed in where I want it. I do have my power heads, the MP10 and the MP40 where I want it. I do weekly water changes. So yeah, what's been going on since 2.5 months ago? Tank cycled. I put in a bottle of Reef Nutrition Tigger Pods. And, I got some, I bought a Tequila Sunrise. What else did I buy? I bought, a couple little Zoas. And I just been adding on to my collection since then. A couple weeks after that, I added 3 bottles of Reef Legends Copepods. Look at all these beautiful Zoas. They're Tisbee, they're Apple Cyclops, and then a bottle of a mixture of both. I was seeing Copepods everywhere after the first month. I was like, yeah. Added some fish. I have a Dracula Goby. And I got a couple other fish. I have a Purple Queen Antheus that hates my phone. And I also have a Ocean Reef and Aquarium, if I could find them. There's a lot of rock work in the back. There's a Purple Queen. Blue Mandarin. I definitely have enough copepods, and he's been eating brine shrimp. He's captive bred. I don't know if I said that right. But yeah, the past 2.5 months, I did fight a small, oh, look at the OG bounce. I fought a small, ugly stage, which is doing better. Got a bunch of Zoas, some nice shrooms, Godzillas with babies, baby Godzillas. I even got a dough girl. And that little green booger right there, that's a dough boy. Got a couple Blastos, a couple A-cans, Kill Shot, A-can, Monsters Inc. Everything is just doing great in here, just growing and growing and growing. That was my tester A-can. I'm going to give that back to the person that I got him from. But yeah, so that's my tank in a nutshell. Everything looks good. I do weekly water changes. I do have to add alkalinity every once in a while, maybe every other day, a little bottle of, not Alpha Reef yet, because my calcium and magnesium are fine. I have Hannah checkers, Salifert checkers. But something about this Carib Sea just eats away at my alkalinity slowly, right? My few little, I don't think that's eating up much. That's all I got, right? And this little tester that's going to be gone. So do have the OG Bounce, great Jawbreaker. Ooh, the green one. Those are green monsters. Yes, they are. I got the Golden Leopards, Strats, God Beasts, GMKs are throwing babies out. There's like 4 polyps of hallucinations. Got the Big Birds, Monsters Inc. That's my favorite piece right there, though. Even though I love my Godzillas, this thing is just absolutely beautiful. It's a great Blasto. And, I'm going to grow these out. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I'm probably going to give that Tequila Sunrise to somebody that really wants one, that can't afford one. That'll probably be gone. There's my little Purple Queen. Did add a cleanup crew. You could tell I had an algae problem. Where are they at? I got, snails with algae growing on them. I have, because I feed so I feed my fish once a day, frozen brine shrimp. I also feed the tank, you know, all the good stuff for the water column. And I've been getting this bubble algae. It's really getting on my nerves. I'm gonna take that rock out and probably dip it in some water, change water, and get those bubble algae off. I got a little bit of hair on the side, but other than that, you know, I got the Northern Lights, Little Shop of Horrors, Candy Apple, Ultimate Candy Apples, Ultimate Space Monsters, RRUSA Pink Diamonds, Space Chaos. That one right there with the two polyp not doing too well. Yeah, Crack Gods. Behind that is RFU oscillators. You know, everything's looking good though. Oh, great owls. We got them pretty high in the tank. I want that whole little area right there to be great owls. That'll be dope. But yeah, everything's dialed in. I'm just waiting for this thing to get stable. And then I'll start dosing Alpha Reef. I think I'm gonna buy some amphipods this week. Throw some amphipods in here. Just to make this thing even better. So, yeah, that's where we're at. It is Sunday, 2.5 months in. Oh, look at this thing. That is a JR. Can I zoom? Will they let me zoom on camera? They will. JR Fruity Pebbles. Not too many people have this shroom. And it's not even 20% colored up yet. Wait till this thing matures and gets happy. Ooh. Yeah, baby. Yeah, Godzilla throwing out babies. Everything's throwing out babies. See the little baby right there? This one has like 3 or 4. That's awesome. But yeah, I want this whole area right here to be jawbreakers. I'm gonna move that Tequila Sunrise. And I want that whole area, this whole area, to be Godzillas. And then all this rock work in this area is probably gonna be Ghani's. Right here is gonna be a torch. Right there is gonna be a torch. And then later on in life, all this will be SPS. And I'll have a badass tank. Thanks for watching. I don't know if you can leave a comment, but if you can, go ahead. There's my Mandarin. He's back there. He's back there. Leave a comment, press like. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna need a bigger tank soon. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy reefing.